It is I, yours truly, the maniac, back with another one. I have Lubabalo Chad Msipa, my best friend, on yet another impactful, lovely episode. This is part one of a two-part series, which the first hour I had him. I'm quite glad that every moment that I get to show this good brother how appreciative I am of his presence. He's such an impeccable human being, and he has this tendency of always bringing out the best and also leaving me in reflection mode. I hope we continue to have many more of these episodes. I love and appreciate your presence, brother, and may the love that you show me, you show it to others as well. Prosper King. Namaste.
We were feeding off one another. So I'm grateful for Nafetu in the fact that we didn't let those things get the best of us. There are dangers of the ego, Fetu, that many men don't want to handle. That's a different devil. That's why Sitetanga levels up.
And even Fetu, I can't find niggas don't go to age. So if you show me that side, I'll be like, you know what, I'm good. I'll shoot my shot, but at the same time I'll be like, if you show me that side, okay. Show me once, fine. Show me twice, so that's
because that's a decision. Yeah. When they say, but this is how you're gonna move.
Yeah, bro. You can never be around them to say to an ego, man. Because by the time of big ego, you're not allowing me, man, guards, because you put in a shield, and that's a shield. You're not allowing me, man, guards, so
that blockade, if it has blocked a lot of people, from things that could unlock them. We act so hard, and when you're hard, you're closed. We have even something that's here to tend to that wound of yours. One thing that I've seen is that the more I start to approach the hard things about myself, it's the stronger I get, because I realize those things are fundamental to who I am. If I cannot be able to go to the dark corners of my own mind, of my own psyche, and observe how am I moving, then I am at fault. Have you heard the phrase, your demons are always gonna bound to catch up with you? You can run, but you can't hide.
Can't hide, bro. Because your demons know all the doors,
Bruh, his subconscious yakko has recorded every single interaction ever since you were born, up until this day. Tina, we became men before we became men. So let's be glad we had to be those people. Because just imagine if my child after I fail like grade 10. I don't meet y'all. You have to fail many times in your life before you get to where you're supposed to go, bruh.
You have to fail.
Bruh, it's like, give me. Because you know about this failure is going to lead you to the next failure. It's like with each and every failure, you get closer to that success.
Every time. In fact, as you fail, you're sharpening your attempts, you are sharpening your approaches, you're sharpening your thoughts, you're sharpening yourself. Fair to you just prepare yourself, man. Yeah, bro. That's why failure is important, dog.
You're bringing joy to my heart. This is joy to my heart. Thank you very much. That filled my heart with so much joy and fulfillment.
And humans don't want to take a step back. It's unfortunate.
Take the L and be the bigger guy. And we in last place, I was talking about that. How, Tina, we refuse inyani even if it's in our face. Like the reality, like we as a people, as blacks, like we need therapy, Fed. Yeah, Bona. And it feels like, Tina, we are gonna have to be the people that that has to take the shots as the young people, because now we're gonna have to surface all this pain that we don't even understand ourselves. Uyayigubhulula lento ndifuna ukuyi-understande while uyigubhulula. Do they even know how big of a task this is, bruh? It stops with me. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna encourage my child. You can. I'm gonna make sure that I create the conditions so that you can.
You can and you will.
Yeah, but not intentionally putting these children into suffering, emotional blackmail and all this. If you were not born, I could have, as if kids asked to be born.
Yeah. I never asked to be born. I never asked to be here. It's your fault that I'm here. a friend of mine once told me that right? Sometimes he was going through something but I learned something from him because sometimes I think to myself and I'm like, it's not our fault, Masila. Number one, you know, we never registered, we never applied, but our parents decided we must be allowed, you know. So he felt like whatever he was going through, he didn't deserve. And his parents weren't playing a role. But because he's mature and he's human, he had to deal with it. And I'm trying to just working in a better place. This Spanish grand, he moved out of Coke. So I'm like, dog.
He's tending to himself.
I'm not even bringing that shit up. Past the band, dog. Like past the benefit. I don't even like bring that up. But I'll tell me, remember that day, my feeling. I know. I'm like,
because now
I'm like, shit. Look at life, dog. Look at this shit, bro. What so that should tell you, that should tell you, like, it doesn't matter what you have in this world. It doesn't matter what you don't have. What matter is what are you doing about that? What are you doing about 9 dude? What are you doing if you're 9? That's another question if you have it, because you can't complain. But that doesn't give you the right not to complain, even though because that shit might beat you up inside. You need to talk. What's wrong, bro? What's happening?
Let's get this emphasis that let's stop looking like people that have things figured out. No man is an island.
No, we're not an island.
And as a chat, we need to also bring it in within the culture and also in our families that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be weak. But it's strength that you can be able to tell me, Chad, yo, bro, I'm going through this emotional stance.
I respect the guy that tells me.
Bruh, that's power there, because and the powerful. I'm reflecting also on this dude that we knew, that committed suicide. Because he couldn't take it anymore, that internal conflict. And this dude, just remember, in public, he acted so hard, and I met him and I was like, dude, and then a few months later I hear Umchita committed suicide. You know how that broke my heart,
Guys, we have to talk.
People are dying inside. We also lost someone just last year. Where I meet someone who basically group of friends and he tells me, I could have gone to the clinic and taken medicine for them. But you are choosing in silence. I don't encourage that, but a lot of us are dying in silence. One in school or one in doing, guys, we all make mistakes. But that aggravate is you dying in that silence.
And the thing is, you're gonna die in silence, but you're gonna die publicly, bro.
As victorious, be a victor of your own story. Like you fought in Alendo. Next thing you're busy consuming alcohol. Remember, you are a parent as well. What example? I look at a daughter now, you know how that breaks my heart. 6, 7 years old, bro. Like this child is gonna grow up with questions. What happened?
They
Who is gonna be that person who's gonna sit that child down and tell that child, wow, this is how things happened?
Have you noticed in black families you get the answers Zako when you don't give a fuck?
Bruh!
Have you ever noticed that shit? Black families, that's how we
That's
when you're like, I don't give a fuck now. Because I've figured everything out. Because families by the time, if families they like to think they're hiding shit from us, but they kind of exposing it.
Secrets are ruining our families. Left, right, and center. You wouldn't even know that your dad has kids. But up next door.
You wouldn't know that.
That's our parents,
They want to tell you
that is our parents. And we need to break these barriers because he let trauma inherit. Next thing you are in a relationship by trauma that you haven't dealt with. The situation that you've been put in your relationship is showing it. But you have mommy issues. Daddy wasn't there. No wonder Ngogu confided you can't be able to share certain things. That's why me as a man, I'm still dealing with that. Not having that biological father being by my side. You must heal. Black man, black woman, heal. Find out your trauma and heal. Someone else doesn't need to take your burden. Because now what happens, we have a nation that is full of burden now. An injury to one is injury to all. You were cut by someone else and you're bleeding on us.
Bag of potatoes now also gotta be like be ruined because of one potato.
Nah. You see that the whole batch now is rotten.
Yeah. It's
Hurt people, man. And the emphasis, guys, is like, do your own internal work. You know your woes. You know what you're dealing with on a daily basis. You know about who's in your corner, bruh. You know about that. I wouldn't trust no life for him.
I don't have to like take that shit out of show you my nigga, I'm going through this. You also
fair too. Like there's things that you need to keep to yourself. Yes, Manjam always reminds me, like in Dozako when they're hitting you, Zio. Like it's fine when you're not hitting me up on Facebook. Call me when you have victory over those things and say, hey, Krutman, yabo last week, benikhwele into benjani. Khangeza sikhathi ndayibona imessage yakho ngqonda. Cinga amazwi akho bathipla. When your woes are looking at you, give them 100% of your attention. Yayibona, Zio, yeah, right at that moment. Be there for them. Because uzawuphosa, attention yakho needs to be there. This is why I'm always of sober mind. Full accountability. And that matters to you. Your life matters, man. This thing of wanting to be told that you are this, you are that. No. Tell that to you. Tell that to yourself. Today, I started to observe the God in me. I was like, look at all these beautiful things that you've created. And look at all this ugliness that you have endured. And yet you overcame. Your life must be a story of overcoming all the time. Go. And every time, yo, bruh, when I talk about you, Chad, and I was like, look at this dude. Last time he was in plants. Next thing is, look at this dude. I'm like, look at God.
I'm going up, bro. It's going. It's part of like a cooler, dude. And also like not limiting yourself, is the end, dude.
Whew, that's a growth mind. That's an abundance mindset. Like you live it every day.
Not limit on anything. Whatever you feel like you can do, approach it, dog. Try it out. You never know. I never knew, like, dog. Now that I saw that I can, I'm curious to do more. You see, now that's another mindset.
Opening the doors.
Now I'm curious.
The doors to salvation. Then you become this treasure box. Don't you understand that? You become this treasure box. Yeah. And it every time you're picking this gold. You're picking this every day.
Yeah.
You get to have a piece of you, that gem, that jewel.
Every day. Figure things out.
Yo, imnandi fethu le journey yam, dog. It's so nice,
fethu. It's still gonna be exciting.
When you look at yourself as the creator.
Thing is, this is out to soul, dog. Peak like Pop Hizzle, it's gonna be like, damn, look at where we come from. Look at where we are now.
These are all occasions that we are building muscles. And I love this because I say we are healing one another in every instance, because some days I just wake up and I get irritated. And then that irritation doesn't last long, because now I have to decide, will I let this rule me? Would I let this determine my day? Because now I cannot be able to create from a position of irritation.
I feel like that irritation is the start of your day. It's something that's there to remind you about
that itch.
What are you going to decide on?
Ish.
What are you going to do?
Ish. We need the itch. We need this irritation.
You need the irritation, Fred. You just need something to just test you one day, dog.
Ish. I love testing.
You know, like a phone call from the why did you call me? But in a lot, it depends. Are you going to let that phone call ruin your own day? Because you know you got 24 hours, dog. A full 24 hours.
But an encounter today I had on social media. Someone laughing at my podcast post and then inboxing me and saying, sorry, that was a mistake.
Yeah. You chose to decide, but was 18, no way. After you got that text by mistake, that's when your day was like, oh shit.
I was like, no problem.
No problem.
I just wrote no problem, and then the day continued.
You.
Yeah, I feel
you decided there, Fred. It was your
choice. Must not let things affect us.
It was your choice to say you don't have the right to laugh. It was your choice to say I'm gonna meet you, I'm gonna beat you. Be choice, but come here, because why? You were grown. You decided to be grown. You know what? It's fine. Maybe he's laughing. Maybe I said something amusing in the podcast. Did you even think about that? No, you didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we podcast, bro. Like now we're talking now.
Yeah.
We're recording this. This shit might be funny to one you. Like these niggas are talking about setbacks and they talk about internal conflicts, bro. Fuck, I go through that shit a lot. You guys don't know that.
Oh,
You know?
I think
I can laugh at that shit. Be like, man, this shit is funny. Boy, this shit is funny because I go through that, bro. But because you were grown and decided, but you know what, I'm not going to entertain this laughter. That emoji,
I'm not gonna meet
entertain
it at that level,
And
man.
you're not reacting to that brought you like that positive energy, but listen, dog, it was a mistake. And then your day continued.
And then my day continued. Yeah, I love that. If I had to tell someone I trust, guys.
You know? Yo, no shitting. It has, yo, dude.
Bruh,
Like, why, though?
it's a dark cloud that continues to
We wake
go
up,
after
it's
South
no
Africa.
shitting. We go to sleep, it's no shitting.
Yeah, I can't read of it. Look at the amount of money that has been lost of it. Yo, this relationship I built with this human being, bro. This is my best friend. This is also one of my best friends, including my other best friends, Lubabalo Chad Msipa. You're gonna be old in Ngoku, and then uzokwazi ezinto. That is gonna teach you.
Yeah,
this.
always install the windows. Yeah? Just install the windows. It sounds like good. So
You'll
put
be
your
on the
daddy on
podcast
hold.
as well, no?
So put your daddy on a break.
I see my mom and her mom all the time when I look at her face, man.
Mm.
Like that love of her too, that exuberance and that nurture, man. It's true that a house is not a home without a woman, bro.
That's facts.
Like it's a different energy that they bring Fetu to a home. We need to protect ababantu Fetu because ngabo bazisa ubomi apha elifini Fetu. They are the deciders.
They remind us.
Yeah, but yes, they basically are the shapers of the next future. Huh? Ikulule. Shushu. Can you hold this, please?
She wants to take the dress off.
But I'm glad I'm enjoying this Fetu.
Yeah,
I
you're
actually
learning.
love this for the mere fact that I learned things about myself that I didn't know I was even capable of. Because being a parent taught me to surrender. Like responsibility is the biggest thing that I had ever surrendered to. Because that's also another version of love as well. Because you can't refer to has to do with surrendering. Like you always have to be vulnerable in order for you to love.
Yeah.
Like you can't give me my all and then pay good thing, but you handbrake, this person could break my heart.
Yeah.
And all those kind of things. So I abandoned those values a long while ago. Like ain't nobody trying to leave you. All you need to do is just bring value and be yourself.
Sure.
Then the moment I became myself, I became a blessing to me first.
Sure.
And then when I got to be around people that want me to be myself, especially yo, Bongo, and all that, like bayankhumbuza Fetu how being me matters most, so that that dog can come out, so that the maniac can come out. Sung's over the other side. It's like yo, the tea. It's like you're a hood psychologist in some kind of way. Whenever I'm sitting with you, it's like I'm healing from a.
You see the
those
picture
are
he
like
got?
just you,
Yeah.
bruh.
The picture
We
he
need
got.
your motivation. We need people that are gonna remind us of the things that we want to forget about. Yeah, bro.
When
Because
he
Fetu,
met-
we need to approach the hard stuff. We can't be hard men. Ngodibana Fetu, ngotshwala, you are Fetu. Unproductive shit. It's not building us.
Yeah, now he might see your hood shrink. I see like a motivator.
Yeah, but it's different
It's different things, bro. So that should tell you like there's different energies there. They see any character, dog. You know, we might no longer see Utano. Yes, there's been Utano, Keith Ngonyana, but this is what I see when I think about him.
Bro, that's powerful, bro.
You
My
know?
best friend called me, Namhlanje, Monique.
Yeah.
She said, "Bro, I was open phone late, fellas. Like going through some things, and I don't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
And the opportunity to practice my listening skills now. Well, it's about giving and receiving, man. I love her because she helped me in that journey. When we started becoming friends, grade 11, grade 10, when we were in that group, she was interested in all of that, bruh. But also, she was quite appalled by the fact that I didn't let all of that damage me. That a lot of people would have given in. I'm even surprised now how I made it through all of that. Because I had to reserve my fox for certain things, bro. Trust me. And I couldn't look back. Like my center had to change. It's a totally different story because suka you'll never get back there. You'll never do this. You'll never do that. And I realized that in some battles, you have to exit yourself, because those battles are not worth fighting anymore.
Yeah.
It was the internal battle that mattered most, not what another person thought about. Why would he fail? Why him? That didn't matter. The most important thing, like, we are starting the climb again. Now we need to be conscious of everything as new guy. I don't become RCL and prefect. Yeah, but if I don't instill that kind of attitude in seeing myself as a person deserving of that, and also the work that comes in with it. Because my peers were affirming that. Y'all were reminding me, oh, T, keep on. Keep on, keep on. That was encouragement. No one was blackmailing me. Yo, fair to say, become this good dude. Because just imagine if we had throughout our friendships. Yo, dude,
It
T,
wouldn't have happened.
yeah, but
It's like giving you a menu.
it goes back to that thing. You can take a horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink. Y'all took me to the water, but I'm the one that had to drink.
Exactly.
I had to do the work. I was way you do something one day, then the next thing you're observing. Did anything work? Did anything work? No, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't be unrealistic, man. It took time. And it was 3 years of redemption. Because if I don't go through that, and boom, your high school. Then I think, okay, but yo, you're heading to the big bad world now.
The forest. No, it's such a forest out here, bro.
Yes, tell me about this big bad world, bro.
It's a big bad world, bro. Too many twists and turns, ups and downs, you know. Daily challenges, you know. It just needs you to be you, dude, and not pretend. Because if you're gonna pretend, it's gonna knock you down, bro.
You quickly just
Like,
skip.
yeah.
People that are not mentally strong, they fail, bro. They fail. So the faculty of thinking.
Yeah, I think.
No, I probably tell you. No, don't worry. When it switches back on, from that vicinity.
It's that there, dog. So if you're gonna pretend in this world time, today's world, like we spoke about earlier on, like if you're not gonna express what's happening to you, or if you're not gonna have that close person notice an eye, it's gonna knock you down, dude. We need abantu that's gonna help us go through the Zindo that we're going through. It doesn't have to be someone that has all the materialistic things. It's just a friend, bro. You know, a close human being, you know. That's how I feel like. And nowadays, that's how, because we're all social media people. You know, we want to leave you texts, we review those texts after 2 hours. Yeah. Text your friend, hey, dog, I'm going through this. Where are you?
More self-expressive over social media. I know, it's grand. Exactly. They keep that hardness that keeps you closed, bro.
Like whatever you go through, just make sure. I always say this, but like, make sure you have someone to talk to. It's important. It sounds like, you know, that's just like, doesn't matter, but
up until it does matter.
Find someone to talk to, like, have a close bond in home to them, like a person, like, you know, man, like, you know what, I can leave my house keys to this guy, and I know I'm gonna come back and everything's gonna be in the position to be going. You know?
And that's how society should move.
That's how we should move. You know, that's how we should move. But because we got different ways of thinking, like we don't dress the same. You know, we don't hang out with the same people. You know.
Like
when you're here to just hook up, to go out, and that's it.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's another form of dangerous relationships.
You can't call us friends. We just hook up all the time. I'm a big window
except, bro,
all the time, dog.
Otherwise, exactly.
In fact, that means we're not friends. We're only friends when there's something on the table.
Conditional friendship.
Exactly. You know, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. That's not brotherhood.
Says all good relationships be short term, bro.
They too short term.
They come with terms.
In fact, most relationships are just flings, bro.
Ooh.
Is it flings? You might think you have a fling in the mate, but how much it also got flings. So that's the flames, that's come out.
It also applies to the males,
Yeah.
not also the females as well. Because now was but safe in the vicinity and be like, I want that.
Yeah.
Like, I want that and I'm gonna get that. I think you should be responsible for the ideas that come out of your mouth. Because it's you that's thinking those things. People have a tendency of talking one thing and doing the opposite.
Yo.
And that's being hypocritical.
That's very hypocritical, bro. That's dodgy, bro.
That's being hypocritical, if you too. And I really don't appreciate that, especially about us. We must be open when we are doing things that are destructive. We are bound to be distracted ourselves.
Yeah.
We're always going to be left empty. Tell me of anyone who's gotten to the top with misery. Bullshit can get you to the top, but it won't keep you there. So ungabanyathela babantu siya phezulu.
But it's not gonna keep.
But xa upha phezulu, you have to jonga your back, ulala nemela.
Yeah.
You've never killed anyone elifini yakho, but ngoku kuzawufuna ukulale nemela negun nento yonke, one eye open. Even awuthembanga nezo weapons.
Yeah, and your body's not vesting.
Exactly. Now posture yakhe iyatshintsha. It's what the African went through. Our posture of Bundu now ended up becoming a different one because we were invaded. And now we're comfortable. Like, they've stolen everything.
Stolen everything. Let's just sit in
Might
the
as
woods.
well. Except this.
La
La kusha doktere. So we have to instill a bit of humor in our story because that is us. Tina Fetu, we survive things that if you could just sit down. I'm taking bits up from Hidden Colors. When I got an extract that said we should write a curriculum and teach white people how to survive in this economy. Because if the tables were turned, they wouldn't be able to, bruh. I still respect that grandma that used to feed the entire family, 12 people, with maybe patanatezi 3. It's like
the entire
rice.
people.
Yeah, okay, then don't. You would swear, bruh. We need that preservation. Because now when I protect my woman, when I protect my daughter and protect the other woman from being endangered, I'm also empowering the future so that they can be better women. We are making sure that the mothers that are going to be of the future are going to be ones that we can trust that they're going to look after our kids. There are men now, they go to work, they stress more. I wonder if that girl is looking after my child.
Yeah.
You must be careful, Ngaba Ondota must. 4 kids. Fumana is social grant. Uyenzani?
Yeah.
Uyenzani Sibali?
Be careful,
And then umile pa social media to expose your baby daddy bakhe bobayi-4. Uthi men are trash. Don. Akazijoki yena. Guys,
the trash is speaking. Meanwhile, the trash is speaking.
Exactly. The kids are suffering.
Garbage.
Now the kids grow up thinking their fathers are incompetent. Chad, we must have this conversation about how black women are intentionally teaching our kids not to be with us. Like, utatako is a failure, utatako indoni.
It ain't happening. Even Nakuti figure
we're products of that.
Yeah.
And it must be dealt with, bruh. We cannot be able to go forward unless we get to these hard things. Let's not involve other people, other races now. Let's talk about us, how we are sabotaging one another.
I'm afraid of today's, the way the world's moving today, but if you do like talking about parents, like being future parents.
Yes, like in the black community.
Have you seen the things women do? Saying this is a child. I'm surprised that Awanyabad are still getting married. I'm like, wow, that's wise, bro. You know? Like,
only a few good ones are left.
Only a few good ones are left in Fetu.
Abantu Fetu, that's the other thing. When you meet Lamdo Fetu, who makes you, first of all, realize that nobody makes you but you. You complete yourself, first of all, yabo.
puzzle piece.
Yeah, there's no relationship that will complete you. You will always complete yourself.
Yeah.
Because a relationship's about partnership.
Mm.
It's about growing with each
Growing,
other.
don't
Yayibona la way,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
about complementing one
Yes.
another, which is now the way things have been moving. The mindset of matrimony now starts to change because a majority of people have started to bastardize. And for God, He vows, does it through thick and thin, in sickness and in health,
Mm.
through rich and through poor.
Hardships, all of that. The list
Mm?
goes on and on and on.
When we make a vow to say, even when you want to leave, we are gonna work this out. Can I do that once in my lifetime? Just once nje. Ndizophuma kokuchuku. Ndiyazi uba I'm just waiting for the final nail in the coffin. That is all. Can I move like that? You have to get to a place where you get to save yourself. And you save when would you discovering all these things? These things will enable other people not to even get to you. They're gonna have to pay to get through to you, bruh, in the future. I'm scared. I'm not gonna ask, Londo. Because the things you're cooking now, I was saying that to Sungula yesterday. The thing we're doing now is what's gonna get us out of this rumble.
We're gonna look back one day.
We're gonna say, yeah, thank God that happened. You see, that was all preparation.
Preparation of what's coming.
Mm.
Preparation of what's coming.
It's greater than what we come from, bruh. So when we digest a zin and we look and we work at this, we try. Sometimes we fail at it.
And that's to think about this. Sometimes I appreciate the fact that we get hurt as humans. Yes, it. And it's not nice. It sucks. Yo, it fucking sucks. Being hurt because on that energy, you don't do what you do. You no longer have
questioning your
appetite. You're questionable. When you're just like, dude, what's wrong? Yeah, boy, you're down. You're not active. You're not you. Your energy is just foggy. You pretend like a band. You fog people. You don't want them to see about what's happening.
Bruh, is there anyone that can come up with a profession that can teach human beings how to deal with grief?
No.
Fair to. Do you know how many things we've grieved? Sipila. You don't only grieve human life.
Yeah.
There are dreams that you thought were gonna come through. They didn't. You need to grieve those. Yeah. Because sisapila in within like limitations. There are different times. There are different conditions for certain things to happen. Like would Facebook happen ngoku? Yeah. It had to happen in that era. People ngoku bafuna repeat into seyenzekile. Yet the conditions won't be the same.
Also, we have to change our ways of doing it. Remember, like when we were in high school, we thought by the age of 25, I would have my own house and my own car. That didn't work. Grieve. What are you gonna do again for 30? What are you gonna do for it? Change the ways. Have different approaches. Go out even harder, dude. Go get. Yeah, man. Save budget. Do things, bro. Don't just dream in your mind.
Yeah, figure that out.
Don't just dream in your mind. Also dream, get action.
Yeah, let's also venture into that journey about wasted knowledge, man. I'm also a victim of it, where I've looked at the past. Think about this podcast 3 years before it was even made. I had this idea in 2018 and I only started in 2021. Look at those inner battles that I had to go through, but eventually I prevailed over them. But now I'm facing different battles now. I'm no longer facing the battles of starting.
Yeah. Now you're facing the battles of
continuing. Yay! Different level now. Different levels.
Leveling, vocals,
Yay!
marketing, posting, data, the Wi-Fi, the waking up by 8 a.m. I gotta go. I have to be on
live.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. They think I'm doing those lives in jail. No, that's my cat. I'm building up myself. It's like me getting studio time as an artist.
Portfolio.
That thing you told me about, Yonkinto, it adds tea to your portfolio. I took that to the heart. I imprinted that and I ran with it.
Portfolio from school in hard dog. Portfolio is also required outside of school. You know,
I just want to be of value.
that portfolio, man, carry school and all the time. It's fine. This is my portfolio. I'm gonna get marks. That word portfolio should mean something to you. That's what my lecturer told me this other day. What portfolio? You're gonna need this portfolio for the real world, because you're gonna leave now. Other people are gonna come to that chair, dog. You only got 2 years, 3 years. After that, someone else
is on that chair.
Now, we're no like dude. You had all the time to fix it. You didn't fix it. You're gonna cry on your own. You'll no longer be there. You're gonna come to a class with dude. I have a class to tutor now. I'm unavailable. And now that you're not a student here, I'll have to charge you for your Wonderland. Now that's fucked up because you wasted your time. You know?
Yeah, the price of ignorance is very high.
It's very high, dude.
In this world of information, it's very expensive, bruh. Yeah. I'd like you to please execute on those things, man. I think now you need to base your decision on experience. Have you tried it? Anyway, I don't think it's a
Gatekeeping.
Hey, being the impairment in their own mind. Sometimes you can be your own biggest demotivator. You can hold yourself back in many situations. It's because you don't want it as much. So, a man that knows himself is very dangerous. You are becoming that man because it's a never-ending ride, It's a never-ending ride. But I always think about our table and how that table is just going to be filled with men of quality, men of caliber, men of high stature, men that I can hold in high regard, man. That we can be sure that at least the future has people that can think about them. Because this life thing is not just entitled to us, man. There's a reason why we were born at that era that we were born in.
There's a reason why we're still living.
Yeah, we're in this era.
There's a reason why we're still living. What we're going through there's a reason why we're seeing these things.
So I don't ever want to take away that initiative from the next person. I always want to remind Umdu that you are precious, but you also need to go and find out how precious are you. And it deals with that internal work. It goes back to the way we tell about that heartbreak. I am thankful to that heartbreak because I'm not a father now. If I'm still keeping that girlfriend I had,
that girlfriend that broke you led you to London. That breakup that put you through misery let you.
hyperbolic chamber, bro.
It put you on the king's chair, bro. That heartbreak.
That was initiation, basically, bro.
You get it.
I was being prepared for the throne.
Have you ever noticed the heartbreaks actually make you get more guts? They just make you want more guts to go get into Funayo, dude.
Dude, I feel to it's supercharged that
land Funayo. You don't just go there like a hooligan. No. Because the heartbreak, remember, it keeps coming back.
You're starting with experience.
It keeps coming. Anxiety and it disappears. So now you have to be gentle in the inside. You have to be presentable.
That's a powerful way for me to grieve that.
You have to be
more grieving.
You have to be presentable. You have to look good. You have to, you don't have to pretend, bungbani, obviously, but you have to approach it in a good manner. It's like being fired at the job. And then you have this job posted, Pumleg. You know what to do now. They're going to ask you reasons for leaving. You're going to have to be professional. Be honest why you left. What happened?
It's rather that
you might get the job, you might not get the job. But if you lie, then that's even worse because those are 2 jobs fired. You see? So now you're fighting 2 jobs. Yeah, but
oh hell, man.
So we setback, Phil. Setback is also a motivator. I sometimes see setback as a motivator too. You know?
It's for a comeback, man.
I sometimes see setback as something that's valuable in life. Like I'll tell me it happened to you. It had to happen to you because based on the dreams, I feel like you had to get that setback. You know? So let's be like, be honest for a minute there.
You dead on the man. I think that's why tears had to come to my face at that time when I was talking about you. Because I was telling Sungula that there were people that had to check me now. I had to be checked now because remember, I was this loose cannon. Yeah, but now I got to be around people so that I can be a controlled monster. Hey, this is me quoting Jordan B. Peterson. Hey, that man's work, it helped me, fit. And how a man needs to be a monster and learn how to control that monstrosity. Which means you have power to hurt, but then you can't lead with that. Tina men about physically it's an advantage, dog. But we are also protectors. So when a creature comes, as the more capable one, masculine wise, by excels and kusela ngoluphi uhlobo. There are many different kind of bears now. These bears, you can't even see them.
Different wolves in sheepskin.
Hey! The shepherd, he's the sheep as well.
Thief. It's a very shepherd, can you know? The thief, man.
Robbing our ass whilst we're looking at them. That is what Arthur said, bruh. But you know a person can look you in the face and lie to you.
Dead
in your face and
dead
lie.
in your face.
And you would know that is not the truth, bruh. And they would still continue to say, I did not do that. It's what also I opened up to my nigga about. Telling him, but bro, when you're my friend, you don't go and date a girl I used to date. You don't do that. We adults now. Where's this by Alan? And the person who used to be a friend of mine did that. And I was like, this dude, yes, I'm no longer with that person. But friendship here too.
Like, I don't know. I know the feeling I get when I see Cherry that used to be in a relationship in the Altiam. That feeling just kind of says to me, yeah, that's not right, you know. Because I know my friend, man. She doesn't have the right to, like, do there.
It doesn't matter, no matter what happened between the two of them.
Yeah, but because that's my friend, I'm like, dude, really? You know, this guy, especially if it's a guy I know, and I know Lamdana that used to date my friend. I'll be like, well, really? That's the decision you went for. You left my friend for this trash guy. Or guy has. Probably this nigga just has a car. That's why you're with him.
Because that trip says it's free.
Boy, dude. But like, go back to the time, man. Yeah, dude, I'm dating Imeti, like your ex. Cherry ex here out here, cause nah. That's a no. That's a no.
Save as alone already, but
because what's being talked about there, just you know.
Dedicatwa ngawe kungenwa ngawo bangapho abantu bazama uwisa fethu. I know many they smile in my face, they think ndim isidenge and ndithi ngqondo babuyazi. I know zonke izinto enizenzayo. I'm well aware of that. Kaloku zona they are character assassinators. Kungenwa ngawe Chad. Umntu xa ifuna uzithandisa komnye umntu ungenela ngawe pha. They go bad mouth, they go assassinate your character left, right and center. Because it shows eyona nto emnyisayo kuba akakwazi uba nguwe. They can never be you, fethu. Have you ever been around people and you feel like your energy irritates them, your presence irritates them?
Yeah, you know all those people.
And I get that smirk sometimes, be like, yeah. It means ukuthi ndi vibrate higher than these niggas, man. Don't you get that and then the whole room is like
just pretending.
Confidence is like, I don't care if you don't like me. I like myself.
Yo, I hate that. Those are the energies I don't want to be around to, bro.
Exactly, man.
And you went through that because you had to figure out, Lando. You had to go through that phase about no energy till when you're around.
Yeah. What can I be able to handle?
Exactly.
How
does it make you feel? You know? Do you want to feel like this?
Am I not doing a taste out up?
Exactly. That's
Am
what
I
you're
not trying
doing.
these different flavors
Yeah.
of energies?
It's energies. Yeah. How does energy feel like? How does energy feel like?
I can't have it because it must always be about balance.
Yeah.
I must have the ability to balance, bruh. To take the bad and the good from in. So for every action, there's an opposite react. So the negative has to counter the positive as well. I can't run away from that. This world is governed by laws. If you don't learn them, we have seen our band. They've seen financial gaps. They've seen about relationship gaps. Nento ezinjalo. But xa ungaziniki ability to sit down and look at how is the way I'm moving affecting those around me. My heart jumped for joy, bruh. And I could also tell the amount of respect he also has for me and the respect I have for him. Sung's my cameraman. When he was talking about, yes, Tati, I've noticed whenever we're going together, I see how much respect they have for you, man. It's like being Ikrot, man. You feel that, bruh. You kind of feel that, and I just wanted to let you know about that because he told me yesterday that I don't want to lie, that you're the only friend who I have in my life. I'm the only person he has.
Like a real talk, straight up guy.
Yeah,
right?
he abandoned everyone, his friends, all of them. Fit.
He had to make the choice.
Yeah, G.
It was a decision.
And we
he
were
made.
reflecting on the journey about, yo, Tati, how did we meet? Just remember that time I was nervous and were like, you want me on the podcast? I was like, Tati, nah, why would Tati want me on his
We all
podcast?
virgins.
Who
man.
am I? And it was and it was like a reminder how you saw greatness in me
Yeah, bro.
when I didn't even see it. And it's that thing of us learning to affirm one another because we like-mindedness. Because every time we sit now, we're reflecting. Because it's funny how we have a lot in common.
And
Did he-
Fito, you rebel when you have the ability. I know this for a fact because I know what happens when I'm here and when I leave here. You have the ability to make Umtu comfortable about themselves. Like I can be comfortable by London away. You don't give me Landoba. Tweak your character, change your character, do this.
Adjust to him, nah.
Adjust to him now. You know, be like, you know, you give Umtu Laweba, dude. You dog. You know, and I like this for a fact because this is what I'm gaining from you. Now nigga in the team. You know, you that type of person. You know, you break shells. I'm doing like you have this thing of just cracking a shell and then you have to decide about you give us light, dog.
Thank you.
You know? That's what I appreciate from you, like every time. I know for a fact if I call you, I know it's one giant conversation. Especially if it's me and you, it's gonna be long. I don't mind it. Because throughout that conversation I'm learning. I'm healing. You know? I'm getting easy into, you know?
You become less frightened.
Exactly. I
You
become
become less afraid.
You know? I take his way and then I give it to someone else. Someone else, eventually it grows.
And how much do I remind you about how this love you're giving me?
Exactly.
Give it to others.
The
as
same
well,
love I gave
man.
you, I gave it to you.
Yeah,
How much
gee.
they look now? I had a friend who comes up. Now I have a pong. Always give me the same love. You know? So whatever I learned from you, that's what's there, and I'm giving to someone else. Same applies to relationships. How you treat women. You know?
That's power, bro. Because just remember that, guys. You also, during high school, you are the guys that gave me that ability to rethink how to see a woman. Because now, I really came from a background of having no form of way of how to handle the opposite sex. I saw it as a means to an end instead of vice versa. These are human beings. They have feelings as well. So just imagine I'm there and I'm all about what I'm gonna get from you. And all the time you'll be like, yeah, I got the up. It feels like, yeah, but when it comes to examining it, yeah, and it's 10. And the thing, nobody's gonna stay in that. Ain't nobody's gonna stay in that. So I had to learn that. That it's not about when. Get out of your own way, bruh.
Get out of it, bro. Get out of it. Get out of it.
That's how we gain these valuable relationships. And I remind Sungs all the time, do you know every time we talk, we are teaching each other how to handle one another.
Exactly. And you allow me when to pull me up and decide on TV and what to do, you know?
Can you be tender with yourself, bruh? Like when you look yourself in that mirror, can you start saying different productive things about you? You are still a life that still breathes till this day. Akagqitshwa ngawe. The Lord ain't done with you. The Lord ain't done with none of us. He ain't done with me. So when I give into those limitations, now I start to give up. Now what do I attract? Now I'm making the journey even shorter. It's like, I'm no longer prolonging myself. Instead, I'm just cutting my years shorter and shorter and shorter. Because now your life will start to have gaps. And now your gaps needs to be filled. And you're gonna fill those gaps with garbage. Close those gaps with productivity, bruh. Like, go home. Start saying sorry to that person, bruh. Start being there. Start being the bigger person. I remember your cousins when they were out of line now. And look where they are now. They're good.
They're good, bro. They're good. I'm not fucking up their lives. Fuck, bro. I do that. I don't know. I had a rough time when those niggas were out of line, bro. You
had to keep the sheep steady, bruh.
Now look at them, bro.
So that kungangeni manzi.
Dude, and I'm not fucking up their perfect lives.
Except abantu babetha speedboats with their yachts. They telling you about their assets, how they moving, and that's power, man. Family's supposed to be like that. Just imagine now, sitting now and then they're posela ngonda veske ndakiyeka. No. I help you by helping myself, man.
Exactly.
I don't become powerful by also enjoying their depositor all the time going to, no, I need to meet to Chad. His cup is gonna pour onto me as well. You see,
that's
so when I'm filled, now I'm gonna feel on your own
too. That's what it's about. Cup fillers. If I fill your cup, I fill.
Dimo funa phupumale before phupumala kuwe. Go halfway. Now I have to give you half. No, man. I'm gonna be empty, Mos.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be empty. So a reminder, Chad, we must always understand that things are always about frequency, energies. I love that the response you gave me. You said energy never lies. We are very genuine with one another, Fiat.
Yeah, man, let's be genuine, guys.
If
you're genuine with me, we're not gonna waste each other's time. You know that. I talk like for real, bro. Just be genuine, dog.
Yeah, it doesn't take that much.
We're not gonna waste each other's time. You're not gonna feel like we've worked and the quality and
we great people when I chat.
That's why some people panic when they meet about my thing. I'm like, why the fuck is this nigga like this? You know?
But kilanga bandabanje fit. Sikona fit. We time.
Why are you like this, bro? Why every time when I poke that button you don't get poked, huh? Why do you understand too much, nigga? Boy,
you're a sophisticated system.
Because they used to that physical shit. That if you're not here, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know? Now that they got this guy, they're like, why is he like that?
Oh shit, Chad. Oh, bro.
You forget that we existing, bro. This is Earth, now. There's different types of diamonds here, bro.
And can you see about we contributors of time, Nango? There's the second that moves.
You know?
The second that moves, we are contributing to Friday, the 13th of January, 2023. Yeah, it's a day we'll never ever have.
You'll never have this day
again ever in your life of it. I took really that to heart, guys. It pissed me off at one point, but I really took it to heart, Chad. And it's this abundance mentality, man, that the world still lack. Because when I leave my house, Chad, I expect things to conspire to my favor. Like when you left your house, you were like, I'm gonna see my best friend. I'm gonna raise my energy levels. I'm gonna you came for abundance.
Because I know this environment. That's
yes, why. Brother. Yes.
If you know the environment, you know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you can't leave your house and expect that
hey,
you can't leave your house. Hey, one of the things it's gonna be empty. Who are you?
Who are you, Nyani? In that. Thank you for adding on.
You don't take this taxi every day. You know, why must it be empty? Because you felt like it was not going to empty. You don't know what happened.
So control what you can control.
Control what you can control. You know?
You, man.
Control what you can control, brother. You can't just be that person. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave my house. I'm gonna get my work early. Tomorrow 7, 9. I know I'm gonna be here like 7:30, I'm gonna get to 8. I'm gonna figure out 10, pa, because we don't know what's happening in freeway.
There could be an accident
Exactly.
that happened there. There could be this. There could
Taxi,
be that. You know,
flat tire.
Let me just share this. This is something very personal to me. You know, in my meditation, I always ask the Almighty to also protect the mother of my child.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
And also the conditions azawudibana nazo.
Puzzle piece, bro. Yeah. Puzzle piece yakho leya my guy. And xa dibena you made a picture nakho. Picture yakho lisefront. Lusana, dog.
Such a beautiful one, Vid.
You know? Yeah, so the fact that you am Tanazela of it, that's
and I also include the Almighty to be a binding force in our relationship. Kaloku sibuilda something, and ukhuluma nami is the only one who's like family yakho fethu. Yekele, I'm talking about you, family yakho, you, your girl, and your daughter, family yakho. Ndiyayithanda le nto ndiyibonayo because whenever he comes here, he sees us together. So by 3. You can see dysfunctionality, but when you come here, it takes that kind of awareness, especially as a man, because lando iyakubonisa, but just because I'm not, it doesn't mean andizuyingcoma xa ndiyibona. Ukhuluma neman fundisa loo nto. Yazi into xa intle boyincoma. Give credit where it's due. What blessings zakho zilapha ecangwa yakho fethu, because when you are unlocking your own blessings when you praise someone, like the way he was talking about me, bruh. Hey, child, bruh, it scares me, fethu. No, I'm talking about the Khrutmanyam, how he talks about me, bruh. He has this glow in his eyes, bruh. It's the same thing when I talk about him and make examples about Yena. Like, like, no, time I am there. He's my brother, he's my everything. From a young age, this is in primary school, into adulthood, into manhood. Yeah, but you're still here. The great Joshua Kula. It's gonna be dropping dimes. Yeah, well, because that's a family man, and I love the fact that he didn't let the fact that the Almighty didn't give him a child of his own for him not to see himself as a parent, because he raised me. He raised my sisters. He raised his own sisters. And also the kids of his partner, he raised them. So I can't take away the title of father. And whenever we connect, it's like you and me, bruh. It's like 2 little kids that can't get enough of one another. And it's good. We need that reminder of being that child. Even as grown as we are, we hug one another. We feel one another. And we assure one another by it's gonna get better. There are people I don't get to see often. You are one of those people, bruh. People that have that kind of impact. You just pick up your phone, even if you're just browsing through WhatsApp. I just see status. I see your name. I see your bongo. I go to Instagram. I go to all these social media websites. Those things, they jump out at you. Yo, bruh. Y'all are gold, man. If you want to see God, look at the people that are in your life.
I was still like, we promises are up and sell baked bread, food, but pay for them to his house.
Yeah, that's a song. I love that.
That's why I keep coming here, I'll be like, oh man, it's going time. I'm trying to push him to make time, bro. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Yo, heavenly sent, bro. Yeah, bro. Heavenly sent. You get
those people fair to. You get a band of fair to that will literally feel like their family. Some friends are like family level, dog. When you're much I just wish I'll be like, man, if I had a decision to take people out of my family and put guys in, I would have literally just swiped left and then invite right, dog. One. So some friends on that family level, they're like, damn. And it's a pity that exists, not dog, because there's a very few fit of a band of man, you can counter that person, you know? There's a very few of it like dog you can counter that person, bro. Cause some niggas, they're just people you know, man. And I don't blame that, you know. When you're that Tibana now with other people and you just know them. Though you do know them, they also contribute in the tea they go away. Maybe you learn something from them. you know? And Lord know that you learning might be honesty number one. Just be honest with that person too.
Even this never bound to give us a bad experience, and it we're learning from those bad experiences.
Yeah, we're learning from those bad experiences, dog.
Can't divorce them. Can't say I learned of it is not. Nah, we learn from that, and the eternal of it because it also gives you that perspective of what you're tolerant of. Some of us we don't observe this and doesn't to tolerate. If you do get to be in a relationship with someone who values you, trust me, feelings. It will never be about its distractions. Once it becomes that, just know the relationship is no longer there. It's only exploitation. You must not be in a position when Lubabal, because I didn't like that at that point where you remember that phase when you were telling me about did I do the right thing? And I was like, bruh, my nigga was in a position where a person made them feel shit because of how they felt, and also not just how they felt, but because they addressed that. Aren't we adults now? We're at that point where we could talk about shit, bruh.
That made you feel shitty.
That made you feel shitty.
And I appreciate the fact that I had people to vent to, because I felt better. And those people treated me in a way, but nothing is kind of going through in their teeth. I saw that, Ebandu, and I even saw that from you, dog.
Bro,
you allowed me, mama, in the environment, you tolerated the shit I was going through. Come be like, you put your foot down and be like, bro. It's the 4th week or it's the 4th month you've been talking about this. I'm done with my man anyway. Yeah, bro. And I appreciate that, dog. Even up on, I told Bo the same thing. By the time that shit happened, hours later, you came knocking to my door to ask for forgiveness and you wanted our friendship back. That's when I was like, that was God, bro. You know? Because after the fuck up left, the good guy came in.
Hey, man, when you hold on to the bad, you are
because the fuck up
preventing the good from coming in.
The way it happened, it was so fucked up. Like, I felt trash. And then the good news came in, dog. But listen, dog. I want you to be my friend again. And I was like, fuck it, I've been waiting for you to come in here, dog. And now, dog, listen, bro. I want us to continue our friendship. Now me and that nigga, we tighter than tight. They calling me we were tight, but now we tighter than tight. We're like triple small tights, bro. S tight. You know?
God damn, man. That's maturity, Chad, man. Yes.
And you also told us back then that we need each other, dog.
God damn, I got a light one for that shit. God damn, man.
Like, how much you see... This is what I hate. Remember when we talked about my mate girls having each other's backs, to being able to take each other out on dates and shit. Niggas don't have that, bro.
When are we going camping? Niggas plant hunting, galleries, they don't like, that's relationship shit. And people like to relegate, especially Tina us as men, we relegate zongas away to the outside things and say, that's white man shit, that's this shit. And no wonder why we have nobody. No wonder we're suffering. Men are more prone to suicide than women because men keep their feelings to themselves. Women talk, brother. A woman yam bounce and go, hey, cut up. Yabo akazikhipha in abe yabo ayolila ngayo endlini athi ubani sexually no uyadressa ngalamzuzu uthi ayenze lonto nje angumuntu wakho. You don't do that, but in a respectful way, so that akubonise but there are women who are respectful. It must not give you license you mistreat alarm, dog. And Tina, as men, most of us, we can't hold our own behavior. Our own behaviors, we can't hold it accountable. And that gives us a free reign. However we want. No, man.
It's like that thing. I remember this other day. You told me, Wati, the mere fact that men nowadays have the right to raise their hands on women. What is it? People will bet you heaven, but those are words from you. I remember not even calling it at the time. Like, how do you know, Nyan, if you're not fucking up heaven? I bet you know, man. That's fucked up, bro. So same shit applies.
Thank you yet again for tuning in for this lovely episode. Until next time.